Mesa.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols.
Here.
Councilmember Sutton.
Here.
Mayor Hoffman.
Moving on to approval of the minutes, item A.
I move that we approve the minutes from the closed executive session held on December 19th, 2022.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item B.
I move that we approve the minutes from the regular city council meeting held on December 19th, 2022.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from council? Seeing none, motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item C.
I move that we approve the minutes from the council briefing held on January 9th, 2023.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion from council? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to announcements from council. Ms. Cole.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I have a few announcements. I wanted to mention that I had the honor of representing the city of Jacksonville Beach at the Martin Luther King Jr. Beach Celebration that was hosted by the Rhoda L. Martin Cultural Heritage Center. And it was a really, really wonderful event. My colleague, Mr. Mesa, was there as well. And the other beaches mayors were there, and the Rhoda L. Martin Cultural Heritage Center does a great job. If you guys have ever not gone to the Cultural Heritage Center, I highly recommend it. Also want to mention that Beaches Watch is hosting a State of the Dunes meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the Beaches Branch Library. Kevin Bodge, who is a coastal engineer, and Kevin Brown, who is a retired Fletcher marine science teacher, will be talking about the state of our dunes after the 2022 hurricane season. And they'll be talking about what's in store to improve upon our dunes. And then I just want to mention that coming up February 5th, we have the Donna Marathon and Half Marathon. I'm signed up for the half. And it's going to be happening starting here in Jacks Beach. It'll go through Neptune Beach and Atlantic Beach. This is a wonderful event for a great cause. In case you didn't know, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. And so a lot of you probably know somebody who has been affected by breast cancer. So I hope you'll plan to come out, and if you have the ability, maybe volunteer at the event or sign up to run. I'll be doing half. You're welcome to run with me. I'm slow, but I'm going to get it done. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, I only have 2 announcements. I'll say the best. One actually broke pretty good. The Jazz one, so I'm excited about that. I know you're excited about it. That was a crazy day, wasn't it? Second thing, I saw the new bike racks on 2nd Avenue. They were gorgeous, so thank you guys, appreciate it. So if you haven't seen them, 2nd Avenue North between 2nd Street and 1st Street. That is all, thank you.
Mr. Sutton.
Just a couple items. First off, some good news. I'm not sure if folks saw it or not, but last month from Daniel Davis and the Chamber, as some folks may know, there was some legislation this past year in D.C. that could have decommissioned all 9 of our littoral combat ships at Mayport. And on December 15th, Congress passed the National Defense Bill that, among many other things, keeps at least 5 of the 9 that could go up, but it won't go down. It keeps at least 5 of the 9 ships at Mayport. And that's been a big focus for Jacks and the Chamber during 2022. And I don't think I have to emphasize how impactful that would be to lose all of those ships to the entire beaches community in Jacks Beach as well. So, and secondly, a shout out and recognition to our own Margaret Mooring, Chair of the Planning Commission, for being recognized and awarded the 2022 Regional Leadership Award by NEFRC and the Northeast Florida Regional Council. Councilman Jansen and I had the opportunity to attend their recent luncheon, and it obviously gave me a great sense of pride to have one of our own recognized, especially having worked with Margot on the Planning Commission for quite a few years. So congratulations to Commissioner
Walmart is going to our Waffle House after the game. Jacksonville Beach has some national attention for that, so great. It's a good Waffle House, too. Moving on to courtesy of the floor, Amanda Napolitano. You'll have 3 minutes. Please state your name and address.
Okay, counting down. I'm Amanda Napolitano. I'm actually a Neptune Beach resident, but I'm here representing the Donna Foundation. Thank you for that lead in, Sandy. I'm here to announce and let everyone know that the 16th running of the National Marathon and Half Marathon Finished Breast Cancer will be right here in Jacksonville Beach on Sunday, February the 5th. We're super excited to welcome participants from all over the world to our beautiful, beautiful beaches, as well as to our downtown. We're anticipating 5,000 participants, volunteers, and spectators here in Jacksonville Beach on that Sunday. This year's theme for us is Destination Donna, highlighting this event as the destination event that it is, but also highlighting as the Donna Foundation, our destination vision for a world without breast cancer is super important to us, that we can continue to fuel our programs that help families living with breast cancer meet their financial critical needs, fund very critical breast cancer research, and put on these survivorship event celebrations, much like Donna Marathon Weekend is right here in Jacksonville Beach. A couple of things that I wanted to bring your attention to. Number one is that we have double looped the marathon course this year, which means that all of the runners will stay north of Beach Boulevard rather than continuing south into your south beaches and into Palm Beach. So the marathon and half marathon will start and finish right here, and marathon will do 2 loops of sort of the north end of our beaches, which is where all the noise is. So people are very stoked about that. Athletes Village will be staged right here at Seawall Pavilion and Lakeland Plaza. All of this stuff is in the handout that you have in front of you, just for reference. We will be providing transportation for people so that it will alleviate the parking challenges. We'll have a human shuttle running all day long to get people here and home safely. And then, like always, we will facilitate a comprehensive community outreach where we're leveraging social media, door-to-door, Reverse 911, all of the things so that our community is aware that we're coming and can plan their cowbell parties accordingly. But mainly, I just want to say on behalf of staff of the Donna Foundation, our board of directors, thank you to the city of Jacksonville Beach, its community members, your staff, your public safety teams. We could not do this without you. And without you, we could not serve the 2,000 families that we plan to serve this year, so that they don't have to choose between putting food on their tables and getting the treatment that they need for breast cancer. So thank you very, very much. And 14 seconds.
You are fast. Fast and fun.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to financial reports. Discussion.
Here presenting council, Ashley Gossett, Chief Financial Officer. Before you tonight, you have the monthly financial reports for December, which represent 3 months of activity or 25% of the annual budget. And as always, I'm available to answer any questions you might have.
Can I get a motion?
I move that we accept the monthly financial reports for the month of December 2022.
Second. Any questions from council? Madam Clerk, can I get a roll call?
Councilmember Golden?
Yes.
Councilmember Bourne?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes. Next item, Mr. Mayor.
Dennis Mayer, Director of Public Works. The item I have before you is to reject all bids for bid number 2122-14 for the construction of 8 new dune walkovers. What I have for you with that request, we only received 1 bid. We don't feel it was truly a competitive bid. And not to be a spoiler alert for the state of the dunes, we've all seen what our dunes look like. What we're expecting is a significant amount of change orders to this already high-priced bid due to double of the cost would probably inflict close to triple of the cost. So we are able to extend our permitting on these, so you don't have to re-spend any money to do it. We will at least get a 1-year extension, and there's potentially a 2-year extension. We'll have to work with DEP and the Army Corps depending on the time frame as the renourishment is set, so that we don't get in their way, they don't get in our way, as to whether these will be constructed in the fall, or whether we need to postpone them until after the renourishment to be able to do that.
Great, thank you. Can I get a motion?
I move that we reject the bid number 2122-14 to Hager Construction for the construction of 8 dune walkovers in an amount not to exceed $2,526,705.
Second. Any questions from council? Mr. Moore?
Any idea why? Is there two green one and only got one bid?
Our best guess and our engineer's best guess was because of the hurricane damage in South Florida. A lot of the other contractors are finding easy funded work south, and so therefore our project with a tune of about $1 million didn't necessarily warrant somebody to pull off in that southern construction process. So Hager Construction they do work in and around the beaches area, so it's not anything against them, it was just the fact that that was the only bid we received, and we didn't receive anything else. And it came in just over double of the engineer's estimate of costs.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, make a roll call, please.
Councilmember Horn,
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen,
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa,
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton,
Yes.
Councilmember Golding,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols.
Yes. Item passes. Moving on to resolutions. Madam Clerk, can you please read the resolution by title?
A resolution of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, authorizing a construction and maintenance agreement with the Florida Department of Transportation detailing ownership of and responsibilities for the cost, construction, operation, maintenance, and repair of 3 new curb ramps along Beach Boulevard at the intersections of 5th Street South and 4th Street South as part of the department's State Route 212 Beach Boulevard US 90 from 12th Street to A1A repaving project, with financial project number 445420-1-52-01, providing for adoption of recitals, repeal of prior inconsistent resolutions and council decisions, severability, and effective date.
Mr. Bear, can I get a report?
Yes, sir. This is directly related to the temporary construction easements that were granted by council at the meeting in December. Basically, we've got 3 areas where they're going to be doing crosswalks. That's the same 3 areas where we produced the temporary construction easements. So at DOT, whenever they do this kind of work, when they're done with this, we end up maintaining the pedestrian ramps as they go forward, on and off. And so that's what this request is they'll be making improvements to those 3 ramps, and then we'll take over maintenance after the construction is complete.
Thank you. Can I get a motion?
I move that we adopt resolution number 2130-2023, authorizing the city to enter into a construction and maintenance agreement with the Florida Department of Transportation, which details ownership of and responsibility for the cost, construction, operation, maintenance, and repair of 3 new curb ramps along Beach Boulevard at the intersections of 5th Street South and 4th Street South as part of the FDOT's State Road 212, Beach Boulevard, US 90, from 12th Street to SR A1A repaving project.
Second. Having a motion and a second, are there any questions? Mr. Jansen?
So, you stated that this is just for the maintenance portion, but is FDOT doing the construction of it?
Yes, they'll be reconstructing as part of the paving project that's going on, the repaving project that's going on. They're going to be doing some median work as well. And as part of that, they've identified those 3 areas that ADA ramps have to be installed. So they'll put in the ramps and the median mats and all of the stuff, and then we'll assume the maintenance after they're done.
Okay, and my understanding is they come in a certain distance on each one of those streets?
Yeah, they got basically just behind the sidewalk that you can see on there, that's about where the right-of-way line runs.
Right.
And so anything south provided that was part of the area that we gave them the temporary construction easement to tie back into our existing sidewalks.
Right, the only confusion I have is in the writing of this resolution, I saw where it said they were to construction and maintenance, so I was wondering if we were on the hook for the construction. Okay, thank you.
Seeing no more questions, Madam Clerk, may we get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Jansen?
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Councilmember Golding?
Yes.
And Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Next item, board.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem Council. I'm Jacob, I'm Communications Manager for 3 years this month with the City of Jacksonville Beach. I'm here to answer any questions, comments, concerns that you might have about adopting the logo and brand standards manual for the City of Jacksonville Beach. We provided you with a brief history, and then in the PowerPoint we have some examples about how we've been using the branding this far, and you'll see we're using the PowerPoint, and we have new letterhead and email signatures and everything ready to go, assuming an approval. So just let me know if you have any questions.
Madam Clerk, can you read the resolution by title, please?
A resolution of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, adopting an official city logo and the brand standard manual, providing for adoption of recitals, repeal of prior inconsistent resolutions and council decisions, severability, and an effective date.
Can I get a motion, please?
I move that we adopt resolution number 2131-2023, adopting the city logo and brand standards manual.
Second. Having a motion and a second, are there any questions from council? Mr. Mason?
Jacob, congratulations. Thank you for being part of the family here. I like the logo, the letters, everything else. I mean, it's very modern. It's very up to date. I've been out of town, so the conferences down for the Port of Lee cities, and other elected officials like it. They love it. They're jealous of it. So, my family back in California, they love the logo. It's like, oh my God, it's so cool. It must be a really cool town. It is a cool town. Second, on the color scheme, obviously right now, this city is on a Jacksonville Jaguar high. Is there any exceptions to that if we were to win the Super Bowl to have a, hey, congratulations,
Yeah, I think
like a black and teal?
it's in here somewhere that there are exceptions for creative delivery to be taken with this. So this is a set of rules that really just gives us a baseline, but we can, my opinion would be that we can definitely experiment with some creative fun.
So, thank you.
Seeing no other questions, Madam Clerk, will you get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Councilmember Golding?
Yes.
Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes. Item passed. Mr. Sophocles, speaking.
This next item is a resolution supporting the Florida League of Cities legislative platform. Each year, the Florida League of Cities has all of its policy committees identify what they deem to be the priorities for the upcoming year's legislative session. Basically, so all of the cities within the states become one voice when we say what our number one, number two issues are, etc. So this year, we have in front of you the resolution that identifies the priorities for the Florida League, which includes mobility plans, regulation of short-term vacation rentals, local housing trust fund enforcement, and water resource investment. And I know that we have Councilmember Golding, who serves on the Policy Position Committee. If there were any questions you had, I'm sure either she or I would be able to answer those.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you read the resolution by title?
A resolution of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, to support the 2023 Florida League of Cities legislative platform, providing for adoption of recitals, repeal of prior inconsistent resolutions and council decisions, severability, and an effective date.
02-2023, supporting the 2023 Florida League of Cities legislative platform.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Are there any questions? Ms. Colvin, do you mind just walking through each one just very, very briefly?
I can talk to the short-term rentals one, and I know that some of our colleagues have served on the other committees, and so they could probably explain the others. As far as the short-term rentals, basically, the position is that we are asking the legislature to make sure that they give us some tools so that we have the ability to enforce the problems that we are having to deal with in our communities with the vacation rentals. Because back in 2011, a lot of our ability to do anything with vacation rentals to operate if they.
Florida League of Cities, and I guess I'm happy to announce that the two issues, the primary and secondary issue that we were faced with are really not impacting our city at all. It was mobility fees and residential infill, so it's really not a great impact as far as our city is concerned.
Mayor President, I'll speak to the last two. The one regarding requiring all monies from the Sadowski State and Local Housing Trust Fund be used only for Florida's affordable housing programs goes back a number of years where when budgets were tight at the state level, sometimes the Sadowski Trust funds were frozen, and in other instances they were actually swept and used for other projects that were identified at a statewide level. Recognizing that affordable housing is a growing concern, not just in the state, but nationwide. This is a push to make sure that the monies that are in that Sadowski Trust Fund actually be used for affordable housing within our state. And the last item that you see there is with regards to investment in water resources. I think it's safe to say that potable water with a growing population in the state of Florida is going to be an issue not just now but into the future. And it's to make sure that there is statewide coordinated efforts to make sure that we have that valuable resource available for all residents going forward.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, make a roll call, please.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Councilmember Goldie?
Yes.
Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen?
Yes.
Councilmember Beza?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes. Item passes. Chief Smith.
Council, Brian Wallace, I'm a Midnight. Go on haywire. Brian Wallace, Midnight Street Supervisor in the City of Jacksonville Beach. Current rate of pay in the City of Jacksonville Beach is $45 an hour and $75 an hour for bar jobs and SRX licensed establishments. And currently we're having trouble filling jobs, to be frank. So back in August, I did a study with surrounding agencies, comparable to us, St. Johns County, Atlantic Police, Neptune Beach, JSO as well, and found out when it came to non-alcohol related bar jobs, we are the lowest paid around. Currently, Neptune Beach is a $50 an hour minimum rate of pay, Atlantic Beach $55 an hour minimum rate of pay, SJSO $55 an hour minimum rate of pay. Now, we do have the $75 an hour for bar jobs, but as Councilman Mason has asked, we have to talk about those. And it turns out time is valuable to everybody, that's included. And we're trying to help out with that in other areas such as the dollar run, schools, traffic details. I'm having trouble filling security jobs at a church. And it's really unfortunate. So what you have in front of you is a pretty simple plan. For a little bit more money at it, 55, 65, 75 plan, $55 an hour minimum rate of pay for non-alcoholic, non-bar-related jobs. That's your Serranis, that's your schools, that's your KOC, traffic details as well. The $65 an hour raise would be for festivals where alcohol is involved. So since we're over here today, that would also include the Beaches Historical as well. So there's alcohol-related event that would be $65 an hour, and the current rate of pay for bar jobs, licensed SRX establishments would be $75 an hour as well. And that's just to kind of keep us up with pace. I actually had a festival from last year where we had 4 openings each day, and we didn't have anybody sign up. So it's kind of an issue, and we're weird.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
resolution of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, establishing and amending police department extra duty pay rates, providing for adoption of recitals, repeal of prior inconsistent resolutions and council decisions, severability, and an effective date.
Have a motion, please.
I move that we adopt resolution number 2133-2023, ratifying, establishing, and amending police department extra duty pay rates.
Second. Having a motion and a second, are there any questions from council? Mr. Mesa?
Mr. Wallace, thank you. Question, I support this, I agree with it, everything's going on. Question I have is, so obviously I support it, it goes forward, it goes up. What happens is spots aren't being filled, even large restaurants, festivals, church, what happens then? Are we to come back and see this again, or?
This is not going to fix the problem. I mean, it's going to help, but currently we're going to have this problem. It's just kind of what it is right now, but this is what I believe, what we believe will help out slightly, but there's still going to be openings. As far as what going forward, if we do have spots open, it's just kind of how we work for a while, but chief and
What they're having to do in Gene Paulson, the chief of police, what they're having to do in Jacksonville is mandate a lot of the special event jobs, but they do funnel the money to the city, and the sheriff makes it work, which we don't like to do that mandate work. It's not just our problem, it's their common problem in the country. We just can't fight it.
We used to do that before, right?
No, never mandated extra.
Okay.
Mr. Moore?
I just want to say thank you for looking at this. Seems a little bit overdue, and appreciate what you guys do.
We got more question. Clerk, can you get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Councilmember Golding?
Yes.
Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen?
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes, item passes. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Ms. Gossett?
So this item for consideration is the restructuring of the finance department's accounting division. We spoke about this at the January 9th briefing. Essentially, the reorganization is intended to better meet operational needs, provide redundancy in some critical functions, and create growth opportunities for the staff. So the key elements of the restructuring would be the addition of a second accountant position and the elimination of a part-time vacant staff assistant position, but then also reclassifying the internal auditor to a treasury and compliance administrator and reclassifying the office administrator to be a budget analyst. So the total estimated annual impact of these net changes would be $42,000. And so I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, can you read the resolution by title, please?
A resolution of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, amending its position classification and pay plan for managerial, professional, and administrative non-union positions, providing for adoption of recitals, adoption of the plan, repeal of prior inconsistent resolutions, severability, and an effective date.
Okay, can I get a motion, please?
I move that we adopt resolution number 2134-2023, amending the position classification and pay plan for managerial, professional, and administrative non-union positions.
Second.
Having a motion and a second, are there any comments or questions by council? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Golding?
Yes.
Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen?
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes. Resolution passes. Let's move on to ordinances.
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and Council. Heather Ireland, Director of Planning and Development. I don't have any updates for you on this. It's the second reading of the ordinance, so the only changes were the typos and scrivener's errors we discussed at the last meeting. But in fact, I'd like to add a couple of just comments. We've got this information. I spoke with Mr. Angelo, the property owner, today. He's actually here in
Restaurant, so that's really great news. This is coming at a really good time. And to kind of add on to Councilman Mesa's comment about bike racks, there are more downtown, including at Oceanfront Park, so if you want to get around and look at them. But on that topic, when a property like this one redevelops, we do plan on, if the opportunity is there, there's room in the right of way to add additional bike racks as these properties redevelop. So you'll see that pop up more and more.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, can you read the ordinance by title, please?
An ordinance of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, amending Chapter 28, Streets, Sidewalks, and Other Public Places by adding Section 28-12, establishing a sidewalk dining program in the downtown incentive zone within the downtown redevelopment district, providing for repeal of conflicting ordinances, severability, codification, and an effective date.
This ordinance, the ordinance is before the council for public hearing and consideration on its second reading. I will now open the public hearing on ordinance number 2022-8188. Having opened the hearing to public comment, we'll start with those that are in favor of the ordinance. I have one card from Mr. Mark Angelo in support. Are there any others in support that would like to speak? Are there any others? Are there others that are opposed and would like to speak? Any that are opposed or in favor of the would like to speak? If not, we're closing this ordinance. And can I get a motion, please?
I move that we approve ordinance number 2022-8188 on the second reading to establish an outdoor dining pilot program in the downtown incentive zone.
Second.
Having a motion and a second, is there anybody that would, on council would like to speak? Mr. Mason?
Yeah, a quick question. On this map here, on the corner, you can still see the parking spots. Right now, it's just dirt. Is that, are those parking spots going back in, like the temporary, or they're just going to be?
No, those parking, and thank you for that question. That's a really good point. Those will be eliminated, and either pavers or concrete to accommodate for that extended sidewalk for outdoor seating. So those ones will go away. I think there's 6 or 7.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Davis?
I guess a quick question for Mr. Angelo. I guess for the benefit of the public, are you planning on having a grand opening or some sort of highlighted opening where you just do a soft opening and let it talk?
So, yes, we're going to have some soft opening coming for training, and we're going to have a grand opening, and we're going to kind of continue to have some celebrations throughout the year during, the events that the season happens. So,
Thank you, Mark.
we're ready.
Thank you for what you did.
Mr. Moore?
Actually, this is for the right-of-way that we're discussing there, so that is going to be paver or concrete construction, and maintenance of that is responsibility for.
It will be the responsibility of the property owners since they are doing that under a rural encroachment permit. So it's just like me as a homeowner that has my driveway, part of it's on my property, part of it's in the right of way. It's my responsibility to maintain that. And all that's in the ordinance too.
Great. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Mr. Angelo. The building looks beautiful. Looking forward to having it open. I think it's going to be a great benefit to the community. Seeing no further questions, Madam Clerk, can I get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Horn,
Yes.
Councilmember Jansen,
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa,
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton,
Yes.
Councilmember Golding. Yes. Mayor Pro Tem Nichols.
Yes, ordinance passes. Can we get a staff report on the next item, please?
Mr. Mayor, the ordinance before council tonight for first reading, as a result from that meeting we had back in September. At that time, our council was dealing with the fact that the state legislature has allowed cities to now regulate some of the parks on beaches.
After our briefing in September, council signaled that it was interested in prohibiting smoking just in the parks, not on the beaches. And as a result of that conversation, you have the amendments before you tonight. In essence, we have made several amendments to Chapter 20, specifically Section 20-13. The primary purpose of the amendments was to include the prohibitions on smoking in the parks. But we have also used that opportunity to clean up that chapter, as well as to eliminate some redundancies. So at the end of this, we would like the council to approve the amendments as they have been at least proposed here tonight. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Can you please read the ordinance by title?
An ordinance of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, amending Chapter 20, Article 4, Section 20-13C, prohibited activities of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Jacksonville Beach, Florida, to prohibit the possession and use of certain tobacco and vaping products in public parks, and eliminating provisions that are redundant to Section 20-7A, providing for legislative findings, repeal of conflicting ordinances, scrivener's errors, severability, codification, and an effective date.
This ordinance is before the council for public hearing and consideration on its first reading. I will now open the public hearing for ordinance number 2023-8189. We do not have any comment cards. If anybody would like to speak in favor of the ordinance, seeing none, anybody opposed? Anybody in favor or opposed? Seeing none, I will close this public hearing. May I get a motion, please?
I move that we approve ordinance number 2023-8189 on the first reading, amending Chapter 20, Article 4, Section 20-13C, prohibited activities of the City of Jacksonville Beach Code of Ordinances to prohibit possession and use of certain tobacco and vaping products in public parks, and eliminating provisions that are redundant to Section 20-7A, and schedule a second reading for February 6, 2023.
Second. Having a motion and a second, are there any questions by council? Mr. Mason.
Yes, Ms. Sandra, and this is going to be a civil citation if people are smoking in the park?
Yes. As you may recall, when we were talking about this agreement, we actually considered that we wanted to have a standalone ordinance. But what we did was we decided to include this with the other regulations so that the same penalty were applied to all of our regulations.
And the other, once I brought it up in the briefing, my concern was, obviously, this is very great progress, and a lot of this is what it's most serious, but what about, I know it's legal already for people smoking weed, marijuana. If a parent is complaining that there's someone smoking cigarettes, and the cop goes over, he's issuing this civil citation, and all right, what are you going to give this individual that's skateboard that's out here smoking? It's just, if I was smoking a cigarette and I get a little civil citation, I would be upset if they approach me and not the person committing an illegal activity. How is the police department going to respond to that? And I know this is very complicated, but I just want to make sure that we're having our bases covered.
Sure. Well, our amendment is grounded in the partial preemption that we were actually sort of relieved from by the legislature. It only addresses tobacco, so it doesn't extend to anything else. So with respect to your question, how the police would deal with managing, handling a person who's engaged in smoking marijuana, I think it would probably be the same as it is right now before we amend Chapter 20-13 to deal with other types of tobacco products that are now expressly identified in the state legislature. So I know it's sort of not an answer to what you wanted to get to, but I can only deal with the language that I've been given. And this is it.
Okay. Just want to make sure that, I'm sure it's probably going to happen in the future, where
in the statute itself, and I don't have that section right in front of me, I'm reading it, but the parks are identified, and as I recall that list, and there's 13 parks identified. The golf course is not one of those courses, so if you give me 1 second, I can be very specific with the answer to that. I believe the answer to that is no. Okay, here's the list. Thank you. The golf park is not identified, so the parks that will be subject to this regulation are 12th Avenue South Park, Carver Center, Cradle Creek Reserve, Gonzalez Park, Huguenot Park, Oceanfront Park, Paws Dog Park, Tenzin Park, Rotary Park, the Seawalk Pavilion, South Beach Park, Tall Pines Park, and Mooney Park.
Thank you. Were there any signage added at the parks? You know?
Being signaled by our Parks and Recreation Director, yes, signs will be placed.
Thank you very much. Seeing no more questions or comments, Madam Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Mesa?
Yes.
Councilmember Sutton?
Yes.
Councilmember Golding?
Yes.
Councilmember Horn?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Nichols?
Yes.